It is a Tuesday evening, and finally the time comes. It's the Classic Review. What a tour we had. Everybody, welcome to my esteemed panel, and everybody's got a reason to be here. We have a champ, if you didn't know, Leon. We have day 2 of the tips leader, Simon Mayer. Thank you for joining us. And Ronnie, who probably had overall one of the best first round and second rounds that went around on the Classic. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here, man.
Evening.
So,
thanks for having us.
Everybody on the chat line, thank you for joining us as usual. We took a little bit more time so we could get everybody in so you don't miss anything. There is so much to talk about. So much happened. We've got day 1 interviews, results. We've got day 2 interviews, results. We've got a nice video that we shot to show you exactly what happened over the last 3 holes on day 3. Some more stats and some thoughts and some trophy presentation. So stick with us. Put your comments on the side. Okay, let's start. Leon, let's start with you. I want to know how you're feeling now that it's probably 9 days later as the Classic champ.
Mas, to be honest, I would like to go back and relive the moment. But I think it's a huge honor to be able to be called the champion after the Classic. And with the years going forward, I really hope there's going to be a few more guys having that honor at that stage.
Well, we hope so too. So far, we've had a different winner every year. Fat, a huge success, I would say, with 48 of us down there.
Absolutely, Maz. Like we said, last year we were 36 players and 48 this year. It just shows you how the Classic has grown. And we reckon 60, 70 is not out of the question for next year. But yeah, a massive success. Everybody had a great time. Good golf, great weather, great accommodation. Just all around a great golf tour.
And you have an announcement to make already, right on top of things.
Yes, so clear the calendars, boys. The 2021 Classic has been booked with Highland Gate again, as we stated. Mm-hmm. And it will be from the 26th to the 29th of August. Mm-hmm. We had to change the date slightly because they're holidaying from the 30th to the 6th of September. We just moved it a week earlier, so the 26th or the 29th of August next year.
Okay, awesome news. So put that in your diary. Right, let's get started. How did it all start? Well, we all gathered there on Thursday morning. We all got to the tee box, and this is what was happening.
We're at the range, getting ready to go. So first up is going to be a quick rules session, a group photo, handout of the caps, and then the first oaks will head to the tee box.
48 looks very excited.
Yeah, you can see all around us, everybody's warming up, excited. It's just going to be a great day out, great weather. Just hope the wind stays away.
How are the feelings? Are you ready?
Very excited. It looks amazing, of course, in the weather. Mm-hmm. So absolutely stoked, and we hope we're going to do it today for Team Az.
Yeah, it was nice. Played nonsense as normal, but remember the first time with this new driver, and it's kind of working. I'm getting the ball out straight, and I'm starting to strike well. So I'm feeling very keen.
Expectations is just to come and enjoy it for a change, not to be too competitive. I think especially with the nice luscious greens whatsoever, it's going to cause some havoc, and with the small narrow fairways. So I think it's just go out there and enjoy it, and hopefully we can be up there with the other oaks.
So here it is, the time has come. 48 players have just taken a team photo. Everybody's ready, everybody's in red, everybody's ready to tackle day 1 of the Duckhook Classic. It's a medal format, so good luck to everybody. There's a side competition, man versus Fat. Good luck to that. Let's see who's going to be the winning team.
Looks very great so far. Hopefully, plays great.
What are your expectations?
Just to improve my golf every day. So
The scoring zone is in the fairway, so if you get into trouble, then it makes it a long day. So I think the play for us today is play a little bit safe and open scoring opportunities from there.
Len, you had a practice run yesterday, can only improve?
You can most definitely only improve.
Tell me the feeling going to day 1.
It's a bit of nerves always when you got all your mates watching you as you tee off, but it's just a good jewel and amazing place to play golf.
The guys' attitude and excitement in them, it's just brilliant. My first time at Highland Gate, so this is going to be absolutely awesome.
Waited a year for this, and I've been looking forward to this tour so much, and I'm glad that everybody's here and it's such a beautiful day. Hopefully the golf is just as great, but we'll see today.
He's forward!
Always a goosebump moment standing on those tee boxes. Gentlemen, how was your first tee off on the first tee boxes? Any pressure?
For myself, Maz, I don't think any pressure. Just out there to enjoy it, the excitement. I mean, we've been doing it for a while. We're quite used to teeing off again in front of a bunch of guys. So no real nerves. But just more excitement than anything else.
And Si, for you, it was your first tour. Did you enjoy the atmosphere at the first tee box?
Oh yeah, look, I mean, I did the Cape Town Ryder Cup one that we did last year, which was good fun, and this is the first classic for me. And as Fat said, we're used to having people on the tee box and things like that, so that you're not so nervous. And when you hit your first shot and you can still see your ball when it lands, then things are going to be okay.
Yes, and I think the nerves kind of change when it comes to the 18th and you've got to approach over that water and you've got people watching you. So let's get into the results after day one. Day one, Russell Tandy, what a round of golf. Only 2 players under par. Russell with -2 off his 16. And Ronnie, there you are with -1. When I spoke to Russell, you won even and you managed to par the 18th to go to -1. Donnie Geldenhuys, Ewald and Leon in the mix at even. Only 2 shots back from the lead. Randall Chetty, Carl Jarks and myself, +1. One of my only rounds that I played there. Louis Gerbe and Luki Janssen. After the round, I caught up with the leader to see what he had to say.
What happened to Karuna?
Day one leader, Russell Tandy, standing here with us. Well done. Only person in the red numbers of -2. Talk us through your round. How are you feeling today?
I'm very happy. Just glad to have a good round at Highland Gate. The wind was tough. The driver was not working, so after a couple of holes I just put it away, and the 3-wood was working so lucky for me. And I just had a lot of lucky bounces, go out and then come back into the fairway, and a lot of good saves. No big highlights, but just steady.
Randall, day one, Highlands Gate at the Classic, +1, tied 6. Talk us through it. How was it?
I played a solid round today. Happy with my game. Struck the ball very well. I just let it go on number 8. I think I made 1 double on number 8. I had a 75-meter in, hit my sandwich over the back, red stakes, and I made a 7. But other than that, I scrambled well, struck the ball solidly, and my first tour, and very happy to be +1 on the first day.
Talk us through your round and how are you feeling?
Well, it's the first time I've played Highland Gates, but I mean, you get very few courses more beautiful than this course. The conditioning is pristine. I had great 4-ball that I played with, and I just enjoyed it. To be honest, I enjoyed the course, I enjoyed the being here, and the golf, just clicked as well. So I'm really excited. Well, it's medal, 2 days to go, so don't count your chickens before they hatch, but it's a great Thursday to be here.
Ronnie, you must have been very, very happy after that round. Take us through it. I'm going to show you a scorecard and you can actually take through it. It's a top line over here. No, this is Leon. I apologize.
Yeah, I must admit my day started very interesting. Firstly, I had to get a putter before I can tee off. So at that stage, I was still wondering whether I have to pay $5,000 for a Scotty at the pro shop. Luckily, Ewald saved me a couple of bucks there. But to tell you the truth, the first time I've played this, so I was actually quite nervous. We teed off last, but as soon as that beauty surrounds you, and I mean how it's always great to be on a golf course on a Thursday, then I actually just relax. And when you relax, you hit the middle of the club, and then thereafter the pars come.
Very good. Let's have a look at Russell's scorecard. Fats, you can take us through this. This was the day one leader's scorecard.
So I actually had a chat to Russell the evening as we were roomies as well. Oh, he had a solid round. Just a couple of double drops, as you can see there on number 5, 7, and the stroke one, number 14. But for the rest of the day, I mean, with his 16 handicap to make just a couple of bogeys, couple of pars, and just the 3 double drops was really good. He also said, he felt solid. It's the first time he's gone under his handicap at Highland Gate. He was really chuffed with his round.
But unfortunately, golf became a little bit difficult for him after that.
It did.
As we all know. So that was how day 1 looked. We want to know, we had the closest to the pin and closest in 2. Let's see who are the chaps who won that and remind you. So day 1, closest to pins and closest in 2.
Yeah, so we had the par 4 second, the short par 4 for closest in 2. That was taken by Louis Gerber. And then the third over the gorge, closest to the pin, was Ruben Swart. And then on the 13th, we had our classic reigning champ up to that point, Martinez Bakker, taking closest to the pin on the 13th.
And then for the next 2 days, we swapped it all around to see if we could get more players getting closer to the pins. Right, moving on to day 2. This is the result from day 2. And our man Simon Mayer, off the back, finishing the day overall on +3 with a 1-shot lead. Simon, talk us through how the mentality going into playing off the tips.
Yeah, for me off the tips, it was, I went into day 2 saying I'm not worried about the tees we're playing off. And I said to myself, rather, what's going to happen on the day is I'm just going to have 1 or 2 more clubs in to the green. So instead of a wedge, you might be hitting a 9-iron or an 8-iron. Or right down, some of the holes we were playing 4 irons in. But, you get a couple of shots on the handicap, so you don't have to stress as much. Going around, off a 15 is quite nice compared to an 11. You've got a couple more shots in the bag there.
And as you can see, the birdie on the 7th, talk us through that. The par 3?
Yeah, it was decent. It was nice and close, and had a long putt down the hill and got a decent roll on it, and it dropped. But, as you can see from the scorecard, I tried really hard to throw it away on 15 and 16. So, but it was a decent day. The wind picked up a bit on the back 9 there. But, it was also a good round. I was playing with Louis on the Leon, on the second day, and, Trevor and Lukey. And Lukey and I played together quite often, and it's always nice to have someone in the cart that you're having good conversation with while you're playing. It makes the round so much easier that you're not stressed about what you're doing. You're having more fun chatting to a mate on the course.
And I see you made a par on the stroke 1. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, look, the stroke 1 for me is easier off the back. When you're at the championship tees there, you can see what the fairway does. You can see how it narrows and where it's open. So it's actually an easier shot from up there compared to off the normal tees. And the normal tees, it looks so tight. You either pull out of the shot or you panic a bit, and that's where you're going to pull it or fade it or whatever. Where off the top, you just play a nice little 2-iron down, and then you play a 5-iron, and you've got an 8-iron in. So it's really not that difficult off the back. I can't stand it off the normal club tees.
I can't stand it,
I
period.
agree with Simon there. I also prefer playing the stroke 1 from the tips.
Okay. But you had a good day. I'm going to go back to the scorecard, so I wanted to mention you, Fats. After a difficult first day, what a good day you had. Getting into the top 10, going into day 3.
Yes, it gave me a little bit of hope, and then golf happened again on day 3. But yeah, it's the second year in a row where I go much lower off the tips than even gross score than off the club tees. I think it just suits my eye much better. Wider landing areas of the tee box, because you can drive on more holes as well. But I think for most longer hitters, playing off the tips at Highland Gate suits your eye much better. I think that's why we just play better off the tips.
And let's just give a shout out to Cornel Erasmus shooting, in essence, 39 points in the day to beat +5. And then Donnie being in there. And Leon, you another steady round, staying in the top 5. Talk us through your day 2 off the back. How was that for you?
Well, Mas, I must say I do enjoy the tips. Also being a long hitter, and it takes out that additional club where you either in between. Is it a lob wedge? Is it a wedge? when you play off the tips, you automatically will know, listen, I'm going to go longer. I'm going to either hit the 9 iron or full 8 iron or whatsoever. So I did enjoy playing the tips. I mean, if I can have my wish, I'll play off the tips all 3 days if I have to.
Sure.
So and I think, yeah, no, definitely. If we can play with from the tips, and we can eliminate that in between clubs thing, for me, I'll appreciate that. That will be nice.
I see, Ronnie, you busy shaking your
And
head.
the
I'm shaking my head with you.
29 handicap didn't hurt either.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Ronnie, talk us about your day 2. Day 2 did not happen for you. What was the problem?
The only positive thing about my day 2 is I was in the cart with Russell, and his day was worse than mine. But let me put it this way. After my day 1, I felt very good about my game. So at about, I think, the 15th hole, I ran out of balls, and I had to go search for balls. That's how my 2 days differ. But I don't know, that pro tees or that championship tees, it feels like I was never getting to the fairway. And if you just off a bit, I mean, you're wasting your time just to go look for your ball.
Correct.
I must admit, I played with a Musa Bobby, so I don't think that helped as well. But I don't know. The second day and that championship, it was a hell of intimidating to me.
Yeah, I think the fines the night before, broke you just a little bit. Welcome to tour. Try and manage it next time round. Okay, if you want to know what the pins were, if you want to know what the pins were for day 2, here it is, Fats.
Yeah, here we have all the plus handicappers. We chose the par 3 7th for closest pin that was taken by Ryan Estmont, and then the closest in 2 on the par 4 12th, the downhill short par 4, was taken by Basil. And I'm almost certain that he basically hit the green and he missed the eagle putt, and yeah, that's what gave him the closest in 2 there. And then the par 3 15th was Ryan Estmont again. Just to me the most beautiful par 3 on the golf course, the 15th.
Yes, having a good day there, Ryan. Throwing darts. Okay, now, as you know, when it comes to Duckhook, we like to cover things. So we got a gang together, myself, Dorian, and Quibus, and we said, right, we're going to cover the 16th, 17th, and 18th to see how it all unfolds. And we did not know how it would unfold, because it really did. It came down to one of 5 players at one stage, because when somebody was in the lead, the pressure got to them. And then another person had the chance, and the pressure got to them. There is 2 people here that the pressure really got to. So we've got the day 3 finishing round. It's about 6.5 minutes. So grab your beer and enjoy what happened on the last few holes at the Classic this year. We pick up the final round action of the 2020 Duckhook Classic at Highland Gate, with 5 players in contention coming down the final stretch of 3 holes. Leon Oosthuizen tees off on the par 4 16th on +7, 1 shot behind Owen Kenny on +6, already on the 16th green. On the 18th, Ronnie Volherter, with the round of the day so far, tees off on +8, needing a par to post a clubhouse lead on +7.
Drive down the middle on the right edge. You think you can do it? Make that birdie and put some pressure on the 2 final guys?
Guys, to be honest, I don't know. I'm going to give it definitely a hell of a shot, but a Saturday like this, never a bad Saturday, right?
We'll watch you on the hole. Let's hope you get that birdie.
Owen Kenny now on the par 3 17th on +7 after dropping a shot on the 16th.
Percentage golf of this hole. Get it into the front of the fairway, because yesterday I made a nasty 7, out of the bunker. So today, I think if I come in on with the 5, I stand a good chance to make. Maybe we need to do a playoff with Leon.
The player who handles the nerves and the pressure moments the best on the final hole could be crowned the 2020 Classic champion. Owen Kenny teeing off the 18th, desperately needing a par to finish his tournament on +7 and put one hand on the trophy. Back on the 16th green, Leon putts for a par, just missing the cup, staying on +7 with 2 holes to play.
Well, pressure, guys, pressure. Huh? Shows. I mean, that's why the pros are so good. But I mean, still hell of a luck around today. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful place. Nice company, so I can't complain.
Reiterating the pressure, Owen Kenny prepares to play his third over the intimidating water before the 18th green in front of a crowd of players, unfortunately finding the water. Back on the par 3 17th, Leon looks at a 155-meter approach to the pin. He got onto the green. Returning to Owen now, playing his fifth shot and attempting his second at crossing the water, again comes up short, the pressure now set in and needing to gather himself for his third attempt. Leon, once again, with a well-judged putt from just off the green to leave him with a par attempt. Now Owen's third attempt, this time striking it clearly and by the sounds of the crowd, a good approach. Leon making an easy par to move to +6 and into the lead with one hole to play. Last hole of the Classic. Talk me through the feelings there.
Goosebumps. Heart racing, excited, a bit emotional. But yeah, let's see how the last hole runs and see what happens. It's not won yet.
Taking the aggressive play off the tee, Leon pulls his drive slightly and a bad bounce, seeing his ball go into the unforgiving long grass.
We hope it goes into the bunker.
Owen, we're standing here on the 18th. Tell us what happened.
Look, the nerves got to me. I couldn't even get off the tee. I should have clubbed up because I had a lucky second shot, but I chunked my third shot into the water, my fifth shot into the water. So yeah, I think I played against myself there.
After taking a drop, Leon navigates his third shot to the bottom of the 18th fairway and working out how many shots he needs to take the victory, simply needing 3 shots to guarantee the win, but again, handling the pressure is key.
So Leon's next shot. Right.
After declaring the ball lost, another penalty drop at the back of the green, leaving him an awkward, nerve-wracking chip. Cornell Erasmus, after leading most of day 3, sets himself an eagle putt to take his score to +9 and put the pressure on Leon. Playing partner Ewald van Wyk wrapping up his tournament on +10 for a good showing at his first 54-hole tournament. It comes down to this. After a nail-biting finish, Leon Oosthuizen is left with 3 putts to take the 2020 Classic title. Leon, Classic champion, tell me how you're feeling right now.
It's haven't sunk in yet. Just glad to have all the oats from the Duckies here. Yeah, I think tonight we're gonna have a lekker party just to have it. My first win on Duckhook. Yeah, so it's my maiden. So I'm quite excited. And thank you for all the guys from Duckies.
Let the guys cheer you in. And there it is. What a finish. What a finish. Another round of applause, Leon and Ronnie. You guys showed us the pressure, the pressure. Leon, looking back at that, thoughts?
Well, guys, I think it's obviously another goosebump moment. Yeah, but the pressure, I mean, the pressure is so immense that, you know, you need to concentrate. You've got the cameras around you. You've got the guys cheering for you. And yeah, so the pressures and the secret there is just to keep a solid mindset, and you just and run with it and enjoy each and every moment and every step and every shot. Yeah, so it paid off, and it was such a moment for me, to be honest.
Simon, you played with him for day 2 and 3. What was your take on Leon's golf?
No, look, I mean, Leon played nice, solid golf. I mean, on day 2 off the tips, as he said, he can hit the long ball. His handicap comes through now and again when he thins things over the green or just, doesn't think lekker. But, he was playing solid golf. And I mean, it was the day 3 was really good. I think we had a nice 4-ball as well. Earvolt and myself took lessons from Russell Tandy on what not to do, and then did that. And so we were out of it. So, even though Earvolt snuck back in at the end there. So I think at the end of the day, Cornell was driving with Leon, and he was giving him the support and just keeping him calm and having a chat to the guys. I think that also helped. That Leon was, we kept him in the loop as to what he needed to do and things like that. And just a reminder, that you're playing off a 22 handicap. So you've got extra shots. Don't do things that are stupid, that aren't needed. And I think that's where Leon did really well, is he used his handicap around Highland Gate, that if a ball went wayward and you had to take the drop, it's not a train smash. Don't try and do something stupid for your third. Just play it up short, chip it on, and then put it in. And that's what you've got to do. It's the golf management, I think, that worked the most for Leon around Highland there. It was just utilising the shots he had.
Ronnie, you made a very good point there as you were looking for your ball after your second shot in the bushes, is that the pros handle the pressure. Now you understand. And this is just a classic. Imagine $1 million putt. Tell us through that last hole of yours. Interesting stuff.
Actually, I played very decent golf the whole day, and
you went -7 at one stage.
Yeah, and again, I must say, I had a brilliant 4-ball. I mean, they were also great about it. And actually, on that last hole, I think that actually disappointed me the most. It actually felt like I let the guys down, because they really supported me and boosted me and stuff like that. But again, I actually enjoyed. Not that it showed my game. I mean, I choked completely, but I really enjoyed that kind of pressure. I mean, this is as close as that kind of that tournament and how the pros must feel, and I actually really, really enjoyed that. So, with hindsight, I would definitely hit my second shot differently. But again, I mean, it was a good day, and to be honest. After the first day, when I saw that prizes for the, that covers for the best round, that was actually my focus then at that stage. I mean, I really wanted 2 of those covers. So I had 17 great holes, 1 shit hole, but rather remember the 17 great. And again, I must say, played a nice round, but as soon as those cameras and stuff like that shows up, you become very, very self-conscious. And I saw on the replay, hell, that shot of mine was rushed. So yeah, but
that's what it's all about.
That's what we hear.
Fats, I think we're winning, because when we went on this journey as Duckhook golfers, that's what we wanted to create, a PGA Tour feel. We wanted to create the pressure. I say it many times, pressure in golf, gentlemen, is a privilege, because that means you're in a position to win something. And I think we succeeded once again to provide that feeling for the guys.
Yeah, that's completely right, Naz, what you said there. When you have the pressure, it is a privilege, because you're in contention to do something. And just to elaborate on the classic pressure, I know in the normal Duckhook League events, we've seen it before, where guys choke on the last hole or the last 2 holes, leading by 2 or 3 shots, and then the scoreboard pressure gets to them. Same with the majors. But I think the classic is just on a different level, because for me and for most of the guys, it is the highlight of our calendar every year. It's a 3-day medal event, so you got to be on song for 3 rounds in a row. And then coming down to the last couple of holes, and you're in contention, 48 Oaks watching, cheering, and like Ronnie said, with the cameras around you, it's just something different. And the whole build-up to the classic for months and months, and the WhatsApp group, and everything just contributes to that. And everybody, I think, really, like Leon said, it's a privilege to walk away as the classic champion. It is, to me, the main event of the Duckhook calendar, and to walk away as the champion and the pressure that goes with it is just amazing.
Great. Now, before we look at the final results and put everything in perspective for you, let's just look at that quickly. So this is how it all ended. Leon +8, Cornel Erasmus leading for most of day 3 +10, Ewald +10. Also, one hole pretty much broke him, and that was a 17th on day 2 where he had some bunker issues. Owen Kenny, let's give a shout out to Owen on that last hole because the pressure probably got to him the most. And it's not fun having to keep hitting over the water. If you've ever been stuck in a bunker and you can't get out, imagine trying to hit a 120 shot over the water. It's a nightmare. Aldo, very calm and collected, moved up to the field. Ronnie, there you are. Donnie, another good result. Nico, Andre, and Paul. So congratulations, everybody. The pins on the day. Let's see who took the pins on the day. It's coming. There we go. Par 3 third, 17th, and the closest was the 16th. Fats?
Yeah, so we had the par 3 third again. Obviously, we had 6 closest to the pins, and I think it's a good hole to choose twice. Young Boetie Anrich took that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 16th also, no, it's an intimidating hole, but it's also actually quite a short par 4. That was taken by Donnie Geldenhuys, the 16th. And then the par 3 17th, which was really close to a hole-in-one. Graham also told us the story on the way back of the ball rolling just past the hole, and they actually thought it was in. So well done, Graham, on the par 3 17th.
Great. Fantastic. Okay. What I wanted to say is, I wanted to choose some moments there for you, Leon, that I want you to talk about. Okay, so let's go with this one first. When this happened, hopefully this plays nicely, okay? You're faced with a shot. Talk us through this.
Yeah, Mas, that was basically my. If I remember, I dropped. I took unplayable on the first after the tee shot. Took out a 9-iron, and then this was my approach into the green. And like Simon would say, then my handicap's shown, and I actually smashed it right through over the green into the back grass there at the back. And I was thinking to myself, like, Leon, what the hell did you just do there? So I must be honest, I was quite I was quite frustrated with myself, and and I also felt embarrassed, especially with all the 48 other oaks sitting there at the back watching this, and then I'm smashing it into the long bushes there. And I was like, oh no, you just messed it up and you're going to lose this game.
Sure. And then and then this chip. Now, people, if you don't know the course or where he was actually, this was a very difficult chip, especially when you're under pressure.
Well, Mas, like I've said, my chipping was quite on song, to be honest with you. I was actually quite feeling comfortable with that chip, even though knowing that the bunker was in there on my right-hand side. So there was a bit of pressure. My biggest thought at that stage was to make sure that I don't overshoot the shot again and it runs over the green into the water. So that was my biggest fear. So I had to manage it accordingly, and obviously it paid off for me, and I was happy with that shot.
Okay, I want to
I
play.
think everybody that was there would know how great the chip that was from the position he was in. I think it landed in the perfect spot, rolled out nicely to the hole for an easy 2-putt finish.
Great. Okay, then there's another moment I want to relive. This is, we'll come back and speak to you afterwards, but this really puts it in perspective of what a great brotherhood we have going.
Please put your hands together.
Well,
the 2020 Duckhook champion, sitting only 8 over with handicap.
Nice job. Nice job.
Leon, we would like to ask you to please just say a few words.
All right, looking back at that, how does that feel?
Still goosebumps, Mas, to be honest. I was privileged enough to have Simon, Cornel, and Evie with me on the last round on day 3.
And hats off to those Oaks, they've supported me all the way. And then afterwards, receiving the trophy there, it's like you said, it's a brotherhood, everybody is there for each other, each and everybody is supporting each other. And I think that's the secret to, or the gel to Duckhook at this stage, because, everybody's mates with each other, and, each and everybody, win or lose, you support each other. And I think that was spectacular. As I'm sitting here, still having goosebumps. It's such an honor, to be honest.
Fantastic. I think everybody feels the same. Whenever somebody's in contention, whatever four-ball, everybody gets behind that person and really pushes them through. Okay, there's a few little things that I quickly want to go through, which you're going to find interesting. Right, there's a small case of me, Fats, no, Maz, versus, no, this way, Fats. Right, this is what happened. Let's go through this. Day 1, Fats, your team took it. 727 points. Day 2, you took it again. But day 3, we took it. Overall, congratulations, Team Fats, winning by 88
Team Fats,
points.
Team Fats players, I'd just like to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you guys played your hearts out and beat Team Maz for the second year running. Let's keep it going.
Yes, I think some of the key players, like, there's a team, myself and my vice captain, probably cost us half of those 88 points. Mr. Jensen, taking a 17 on the 16th, which you watching would probably think, how is that even possible? But it's possible, trust me, especially there at this course. You can't miss.
Anything is
you missed
possible.
The fairway.
We've seen a couple of high scores.
Okay, here we go. I want to show you some more. Daily movers. Here's some stats, courtesy of Dorian Free. Day 1 to day 2. Right, after Russell was leading, Fats from 31st position to 9th into the top 10. That is a massive jump. Richard Holman also 38th to 16th. Also a massive jump. Biggest fall myself from 6th to 37th. Had an absolute nightmare. Didn't know what I was doing.
Massive fall.
It was horrible. Just want to forget it. Highest climber from day 2 to 3. Ryan Esmond went from 34th to 20th. And the biggest faller, Russell continued to struggle, going from 21st to 42nd. We've got another page for you here. And this is from day 1 to day 3, highest climber. Well done, Dorian, from 45th, which is pretty much last, to 18th. So he had a fabulous round in day 3. The biggest fall, Russell, from first to almost last. So it happens. Don't you worry. Then we got some more stats for you. Interesting stats. Take us through it, Fats.
As you can see, there was only one eagle, which I think is very disappointing for 48 players over 3 rounds. We will definitely need to up our game next year. But well done, Donnie, on your eagle on the 18th. Obviously, wish he could have done that last year on the last hole, but he managed to make a birdie. And then, most birdies, I don't think there's real surprises there. It's Basil Wright. And then, we had a total of, 80 birdies. Throughout the tour.
35 of 48 players.
I think another stat we can work on a little bit.
Yes, I think we can do better. And then, the last stats page. Most individual scores of 8 or more. Nick can tell 12, but he does play for 30. Quibus Skuman, 11. Myself, 11. Just to put in perspective. Highest scores on the par 3, 4 or 5. Robert Michael on the par 3, 15th, took 15 blows. As I mentioned before, on the par 4, 16th, Ryan Jensen was adamant to hit all his golf balls away. And then I was playing with Mr. Louis Gerber on the par 4, 14th, where he made that 14. And let me just go, you'll know what golf is when you're standing there and you just keep hitting them out. It was a tin cup moment of note. Whack.
Maz, was that not the day that your 4-ball scored 39 on the first one?
Yes. 4 guys.
And then the next day, I managed to play with Randall and Carl. And they managed an 8 and a 9 on the same hole. So they just kept the high scores going for your 4-ball.
That's unbelievable. I wanted to quickly show you this before we leave. This was the betting before we started. All favorites. Right. Where is Leon? Where are you? Are you even...
25 for 1.
Here we go. So that's where the winner came. 25 to 1 shot. So it just shows you anybody's got a chance. And if we look at the favorite, Fricky did not feature. Ruben struggled. Dani probably representing over there. Paul Ricketts as well, and Andre Buerta. Randall, as always, was a good one. So I think we kind of got it on when you look at the first column and who finished in the top 10. So our Duckhook brains is working. Gentlemen, that's it. Until another year of another fantastic tour, which will wheel up our game even more. We're already planning it. It's going to be epic. Epic, epic. Final words, everybody. What have we got before we
Maz,
play out
from
with the
my
little
side,
music
just
video?
a big up to Mazzo for putting the show together yet again and all the footage. Well done, Maz. Round of applause for Maz, all the watchers.
Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
And thank you to everybody who's sending us footage and
Yeah.
being part of the team. Great.
Thanks to Kobus and Dorian for the footage on the last 3 holes as well, assisting you there with all the camera work.
Until the next time, gentlemen, we leave you with a bit of a music video of what the Classic Tour is all about.
Cheers.
No place that can come close, no place I'd rather be. Everything is feeling right, life so perfectly warmed up with drops of sun, all the colors so upbeat. Everything is feeling right, this will be hard to beat. I know where I will be. This is all that I'll ever need. Alive and free, I'm feeling it, free, so free. Alive so bright, this is where I'll be. Whoa. The sun is shining bright, life's good, it's hard to believe. Everything is feeling bright, this will be hard to beat. I know where I will be, this is all that I'll ever need. Alive and free, I'm feeling it, free, so free. Alive so bright, this is where I'll be. Whoa, alive and free, I'm feeling it, free, so free. Alive so bright, this is where I'll be. Whoa.
Hello. Boys, we're doing our final fine session. Hello everybody. Say hello, there's the champ. Hello champ. Hello, hello. Hello, all brothers. Leon is a snitch today. Ronnie, good round. What about the 18? Peter. This guy. This guy.
Which guy?
Robert.
How's it?
Ruby. Everybody is Nikki. There's Carl. It doesn't end. The list goes on. There's the Fines Master Fats. Here's our prizes. Dorian. And then it just keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going.